Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Sabah Khalid and the topic of my presentation is crystal defect. In this topic, we study microstructure of materials, types of crystal defects, comparison of Frankel and Schottky defects, comparison of various point defects. First of all, we study microstructure of materials. Solids are classified into three broad classifications. First one is amorphous, second one is polycrystalline, and the third one is crystalline. If we talk about amorphous solid, then there is no recognizable long range order. In polycrystalline structure, there is completely ordered arrangement in segments. In crystalline structure, entire solid is made up of atoms in an orderly arrangement. If you can see this picture, then in A figure there is no orderly arrangement of the atoms. So we can say that this structure is of amorphous solid. In the structure B, there are different segments and each segment there are order arrangement of the atoms. So we can say that this type structure is polycrystalline. In the third structure, throughout the whole structure, atoms are orderly arranged. So we can moving to the next. This is introduction to crystal defect. Defects are actually known as the imperfections or the impurities. Crystalline material has a crystal structure where atoms are positioned in a definite pattern which is repetitive over large atomic distance. If we talk about crystallographic defects, these are actually interruptions of the regular patterns in crystalline solids. Defects are imperfections which cause disruptions in what otherwise would be a perfect lattice. We can say that a perfect crystal is an idealization. There is no such thing in nature. We all know that no perfect thing exists in nature. There are always exist imperfections in the structures, and these imperfections are actually known as the defects. If we talk about how these imperfections results, these imperfections can result from three different ways. This can be result from deformation of the solid, rapid cooling from high temperature, and high energy radiation striking the solid. Now if we talk about how different properties of the materials are affected by the crystallographic defects. The properties of the material are sensitive to deviations from crystalline perfection. This influence is not always adverse, and often specific defects are deliberately introduced to manipulate certain characteristics. These defects include solids' mechanical, optical, and electrical behavior. Now, there are types of crystal defect. Defects are classified based on their dimensionality. If we talk about zero-dimensional defect is point defects. And this point defect is further divided into 5 defects. Substitutional defects, interstitial defects, vacancy defects, Schottky defects, Frankel defects. If we talk about one-dimensional defects, then this is also known as the line defects. This further includes edge dislocation, screw dislocation. If we talk about two-dimensional defects, then this includes surface defects. If we talk about three-dimensional defect, then this includes bulk or volume defects. In this lecture, we study point defects and its categories. Later on the other lecture, further defects are discussed. Point defects. Point defects is actually defined as the defect that occur only at or around a single lattice point. We can also define point defect as these are the regularities or deviations from ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in a crystalline substance. In this picture, there are different types of point defects are shown, which is substitutional defects, vacancy defects, interstitial defects. We will study them one by one in the next slides. First one is substitutional defects. It is a type of point defect where impurity atoms take up lattice positions that are normally occupied by the atoms that make up the crystal. we can say that the impurity atom substitute the normal atom that is actually packing the crystal lattice. If we talk about the picture, in this structure, there is a crystal of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride crystal lattice is actually made up of sodium and the chloride ions. But in this, a strontium ion substitute the sodium ion. Actually, this is a substitution, so this is known as the substitutional defect because this substituted atom does not occupy a vacant site or an interstitial site. And other example of such defect is the presence of the zinc in brass, where zinc atom replaces copper atoms. In the case of an impurity, the atom is often incorporated at a regular atomic site in the crystal structure. This is neither a vacant site nor is the atom or an interstitial site, and it is called substitutional defect, as I have already explained this in this figure. The atom is not supposed to be anywhere in the crystal and is thus considered as an impurity. Next is interstitial defect. Interstitial can be defined as the void that is position that is not part of the lattice within the crystal structure. So interstitial defects are the atoms that occupy a site in the crystal structure at which there is usually not an atom. Small atoms, mostly impurities, in some crystal can occupy interstices without high energy, and example of such defects include hydrogen in palladium. As you can see in this picture, that this atom occupies the interstices spaces, and we can say that this is an extra atom in the whole crystal lattice. As interstitial defect involves the addition of an extra atom within a crystal structure, they increase the density of the substance. Now we talk about the vacancy defects. Vacancy we can say as the absence of an atom in a lattice point from its normal site. So vacancy defects are defined as the lattice sites which would be occupied in a perfect crystal but are vacant. Vacancies are formed when atoms are removed from their lattice positions as a result of thermal fluctuations. So basic reason for the vacancies production is the thermal fluctuation. If a neighboring atom moves to occupy the vacant site, the vacancy moves in the opposite direction to the site which is used to be occupied by the moving atom. Look at this figure. This is actually the missing atom. We can say that there is a vacancy. If the neighboring atom tend to occupy this vacancy, then vacancy can move to the opposite side. But the stability of the surrounding crystal structure guarantees that the neighboring atoms will not simply collapse around the vacancy. This vacancy defects can be introduced into metals and alloys during solidification at high temperature or due to radiation damage. Next is Schottky defects. It is defined as a pair of vacancies in ionically bonded material due to missing of equal number of cations and anions from the crystal sites. We can say that these defects occur in the ionic compounds when a cation and anion equal in number are missing in this compound. As you can see in this figure that a single positive ion, that is cation, and a single negative ion, that is anion, is missing in the lattice. So we can say that this effect is the Schottky defect. It decreases the density of the crystal. It is shown in the ionic substances in which the cations and anions are almost of the similar sizes. For example, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, and silver bromide. As we know that in this defect, cation and anion of equal amounts are missing. So the whole neutrality of the structure is maintained. Since both cations and anions leave the lattice, and for every anion valency there exists a cation valency, overall charge neutrality is maintained. Last but not the least is Frankel defect. A nearby pair of vacancy and an interstitial is often called a Frankel defect or Frankel pair. This is caused when an ion, usually cations, move from the normal lattice point and occupy an interstitial site, creating a vacancy at its lattice site. There is no change in density of the crystalline solid. We can also further explain through this structure that this vacancy is created by the positive ion, that is cation, that move from its actual position to the interstices space in the crystal structure. By moving from the actual space to interstices space, this free space is created and there is a formation of a pair of vacancy and an interstitial. So we call this defect as a Frankel defect. Now we compare the Frankel and the Schottky defect. In Frankel defect, displacement of ion, usually cations, from the lattice sites to the interstitial sites occur. Whereas in the Schottky defect, equal number of cation and anion miss from the lattice sites. So we can say that the Frankel defect is due to the displacement of the ions, while the Schottky defect is due to the missing of the cations and the anions. In the Frankel defect, there is no effect of the density of the crystals, while in the Schottky defect, this defect effect on the density and this decreases the density of the crystal. Frankel defect found in the crystal with huge difference in the size of the cations and the anion, and the size of anion is so much larger than the size of the cation. Whereas the Schottky defect occur in the structure where the size of the cation is comparable to the anion. Examples of Frankel defects include silver chloride and zinc sulfide. Whereas Schottky defect example include sodium chloride, potassium bromide. Now this is the comparison of various point defects. There is actually 4 defects: vacancy defects, interstitial defects, Schottky defects and Frankel defects. First of all, the comparison between their definitions. Vacancy defect is occur when in non-ionic solids some of the lattice sites are vacant, then this is called as vacancy defect. Vacancy defect is actually about vacancy. Interstitial defect. When some of the constituent atoms or molecules occupy interstitial site in crystal lattice, then it is called as interstitial defect. So we can say that interstitial defect is due to the occupation of the atoms or the molecule to interstitial site. In the Schottky defect, when equal number of cations and anions are removed from crystal lattice, then it is called as Schottky defect. So Schottky defects include the missing of the cations and anions of equal numbers. In the Frankel defect, when one of the cations or anion occupies interstitial space in crystal lattice, then it is called as Frankel defect. If we talk about solid, that in which type of solid these defects occur: vacancy defect present in non-ionic solids, interstitial defect present in non-ionic solids, Schottky defects occur in ionic solids, and Frankel defects occur in ionic solids. So we can say that vacancy defect and interstitial defect present in non-ionic solids, while Schottky defects and Frankel defects occur in ionic solids. If we talk about the effect of defects on the densities, then vacancy defects decreases the density. Interstitial defects have no effect on the density and the density remains the same, while the Schottky defects decreases the density of the solids. While the Frankel defects have no effect on the density, so the density of the solids remain same. So we can say that vacancy defect and the Schottky defect affect the density of the solids, which actually decreases, while interstitial defect and the Frankel defect have no effect on the density of the solids and the density of the solid remain same. If we talk about crystal form after defects, then you can see that from this picture that vacancy defect is vacancy defect is created due to the vacancy in the atoms, while the interstitial defect is created due to the presence of an extra atom in the interstitial space. Schottky defect is caused by the missing of the equal number of the cations and anions from the crystal lattice, while the Frankel defects occur due to when one positive ion cation move from its actual position to its interstices space. So there is vacancy created and there is atom present in interstitial space. So this is all about my presentation. If you have any question, you can ask. Thank you so much for listening and take care of yourself.